So we want to go on another cruise this fall. Yay! So we decided, you know what, we really would like to try Virgin Voyages. That's a cruise line we've always been curious about and haven't had a chance to try. What we've heard is that Virgin Voyages is quite a bit more expensive than most of the other mainstream cruise lines. So we decided, you know what, let's do some research and see if that's truly the case. So we found a 12-day Virgin Voyages cruise and also a 12-day Princess cruise in the same time frame, same length of time, and also similar Caribbean destinations. So today we're going to share with you our research in comparing these two cruise lines. Are you ready to bust out the whiteboard?
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, so as Glenna said, we did find a Virgin Voyage that we're looking at going in November for 12 nights, and this is to the Caribbean. So we also wanted to find one similar on Princess, which we did, and that's what we're going to be comparing. This is for one balcony room midship for the two of us. So what we have, the base price of the Virgin Cruise is $5,400. And the one similar with Princess, base price, $3,064. That's a big difference. But we're not even close to apples yet, so we're gonna move on. Tips, specialty dining, and Wi-Fi. These are all included on the Virgin Cruise. And on Princess, we're going to be using the Princess Premier package, which also includes those, but in addition has a few other benefits as well. But for the Princess Premier package on this 12-night cruise, for the two of us, is $2,400. So now you see we're at $5,400 versus $5,464. Very, very similar. We're going to get into a little more detail on the Wi-Fi, because again, we're not really apples to apples. So we're going to put up another whiteboard after this one, showing a little more detail on that. Next big category, drinks. Well, on Princess with that Premier package, it's basically included. You have unlimited drinks up to $20 drinks with that package. And on Virgin does a pay-as-you-go. So you're buying, you're putting it on your tab, whatever. You can also do as we did, and that is to pre-purchase. So we pre-purchased $500 worth, put that on our tab right up front. In doing that, they gave us an extra $100 worth of credit. So our price on that is $500. This is for specialty juices, lattes, alcoholic drinks, that sort of thing. So now again, Virgin is a little bit higher, $436, something like that. Gym and fitness classes with the Premier package, it's all free. And on Virgin, it's all free, all included. Entertainment shows, these are obviously free, at least at this time, but watch out for what cruises may do in the future. They're all free. I just wanted to put that up here because with the Premier package on Princess, you also get reserved seating, so there is a little bit extra benefits there as well. So we're off by, what did I say, $336. But we're going to go on now. We're going to bring up the Wi-Fi to show you some of the differences there. Okay, so we need to break out the Wi-Fi separately because, again, we're just trying to make these apples to apples as best we can. It's pretty difficult across cruise lines. Princess, with the Premier package, you get their top of the line internet, which is called the Medallion Net Max. And so that is included, so $0 for that. And on Virgin, the Classic, which allows for browsing and emails, not necessarily a fast speed, that is included, so that's $0. So we're still at our difference, $5,900 versus $5,464. You can also pay up $30 per day for a premium. That would allow streaming and video calls. That price is $30 per day, which for the 12 days, that's $360. And that gives you then a total of $62.60 versus the $54.64, and now you're looking at a difference of $796. You can also do their top of the line, which is called Work from Sea. That allows for VPN, high bandwidth. You can do Zoom meetings, so more robust yet. And that is at a $60 per day cost, and towards a 12 or times the 12 days is $720, putting the total then at $66.20. That gives us a difference of $1,156. Now you're getting up there in substantial differences. $1,150, that's a substantial difference. What is nice though, what Virgin allows you to do is you can purchase these things just on a day-to-day basis as needed or as wanted. So, you know, we may buy a premium for 2 different days while we're at sea. And in that case, it's only an extra $60. So this allows you some options to meet your needs, both financially and what you need the internet for. Okay, at this point, I think we're going to go on to actually looking at the ships involved in our comparison and the itineraries and the ports, and give you a little more detail on that.
Okay, so for the Virgin Voyages cruise, as we mentioned, it's a 12-day cruise, and we will be sailing on the Brilliant Lady, which was just launched in September 2025, and that ship carries 2,770 passengers. The embarkation port is Miami, Florida. So the ports of call for the 2 cruises both go to Aruba and Curacao. In addition, Virgin Voyages will be going to Cartagena, Jamaica, and Grand Cayman. 2 days in Cartagena.
Okay, and the Princess cruise that we're comparing it with, the dates are November 1st through 13th, also the 12 days. It's on Enchanted Princess. That is also a newer ship. Its maiden voyage was November of 21. Its capacity is 3,660 passengers, and it actually embarks from New York City. So that's going to be one of the bigger changes between the two. And so it does go to the Curacao and Aruba, and also goes to Saint Martin, St. Kitts, and St. Lucia. So here you can see on the screen the itinerary for the 2 ships. Okay, so as I mentioned, the big difference was the embarkation of the Princess cruise was New York City. That's a one-way cruise, so it disembarks in Fort Lauderdale. So that's another consideration for your flights and hotels, both before and after, right? So add those additional costs in to, again, try to compare as best you can, apples to apples.
Right. And you know, it sometimes, depending on where you live, that one-way flight might be just fine. So in our case, this really not based on flights, but just based on the fact that we really want to try Virgin Voyages. That is a decision we made. We don't have a need for the high-speed Wi-Fi, as was mentioned earlier. If we do need it, we'll just buy it a la carte. So for us, everything else included really gave us the idea that we really want to try that. So that's what we'll be doing, and we look forward to sharing that adventure with you when we return.
Yeah, hey, so thank you so much for watching. If you like this type of video, let us know in the comments, and we'd appreciate it if you like us, and maybe give us a subscribe. So again, thanks for watching, and keep on tripping.